Perfect. And we're going live, Cisco. Give me 1 second
Mhm.
so you can share. Okay, great. We should be going live right now. It's loading. Perfect, Cisco. Can you check if we're live now?
I'm gonna check on Facebook. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, we're live now.
And not yet. 1 second.
You're live. I got the notification.
Perfect. Thank you,
Yep,
Rosalie.
you're live. Yep, you're live.
Perfect, guys. Like I said,
My
our
computer
topic
was lagging.
is how to get books near me. Share with us, guys. What do you do to get more bookings near your warehouse or near where you are? What do you do? Anyone? Tom? Do you use flyers? Do you use banners? What do you do to get bookings?
Social media, mostly.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great, guys. What if I tell you that you won't have to pay any more ads and you can be at the first places at the Google search or in any web pages and search engines? Would you like that idea? How would that impact to your business? Okay, great. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Lane. Okay, perfect. No one is participating. So, hey, Megan. So, we're gonna start talking about some of you already have this package, but do you know what SEO is doing for you? Hey, Zoom user, you don't have a name. Okay, guys, well, like no one knows about SEO, Cisco is here to tell us about it. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm gonna post the topic again in the chat. Topic today, how to get near me bookings with SEO. Cisco, if you can start explaining to us, please.
Yep. Thank you very much, Polly. Welcome all. I'm gonna make this very interactive, guys. First of all, thank you all for joining and for listening. The idea is to actually get a little bit more into the concept of SEO. I know that many of you might have heard of this. Many of you are already clients with EventHawk and have gone through the basics about it. Bear with me, those who know more about SEO. We are going to explain, make it interactive and fun, and obviously understandable for everyone to actually get a little bit more knowledge. And if you already know a lot about SEO, just bear with us because I'm pretty sure and hope that you will learn more with this conversation. So, without further ado, do you guys know what actually SEO is and what is the purpose of SEO?
Search engine optimization.
Great, great, Rosalie. Yeah, that's very good. That's basically what the acronym stands for. But what really, really does that do for your company and what does it actually mean? Anyone?
Dominic says keywords to make your page come up in Google search.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Dominic. Well, I could say yes, but the concept is a little bit wider and more broad than just the use of keywords. Basically, SEO is the practice to increase both in quantity and quality the organic traffic to a website, sorry, through the search engine results. All right. So what we are doing here is actually we are trying to get in an organic and natural form more people, more users coming into a website and more quality users who are actually more interested in looking what you have to offer into your website. And we do this without spending money or depending on other techniques and methods. We do this basically focusing on three aspects. Okay. If you guys don't understand that something, you can actually ask. Please, let's make it interactive. Let's make it fun. But there are three aspects that you always need to understand in order to guarantee that your website is going to receive more organic traffic. And those three aspects are discovery. Your website needs to be discovered. It needs to be reachable. Relevance. Your website needs to be commenting or explaining or referring to the actual search queries topic and be related and aligned to that. That's why when you, Dominic, said about keywords, this is where keywords come into play. And then authority is the third one, right? By authority, we mean that the website is actually important enough to explain and to comment and provide information about what the search query is actually for. Any questions so far that you might guys be wanting to understand or to know about? Nope. All right, then I'll move along. I'll consider this as a very understood explanation. So when we actually explained about three aspects: discovery, relevance, and authority. There are three processes that every search engine does in order to provide the website with discovery, relevance, and authority. When we talk about discovery, in order for a website to be discovered and the search engine to deem that website as discoverable, the search engine carries out a process called crawling. Anyone has heard about crawling? No. Okay. Well, basically, crawling, as the name stands for, and basically what the search engine does is go over the content of the website to analyze and understand what that content of the website is all about. Okay. So this is the process that will give any website discovery so that that website becomes reachable. Then when we talk about relevance, in order for a search engine to consider a website relevant, the website obviously needs to be aligned with the search queries topic, and it does that through the keywords like we mentioned. But for the search engine to qualify if that website is aligned or not with the search query and with the keywords, it carries out a process called indexing. Okay, so when a search engine, whether it is Google, Yahoo, Bing, all the ones that you might know of, tries to understand if a website's relevance is high, it does a process of indexing that website. Okay? And last but not least, when we talk about authority, in order for that website to gain power or significance or importance in the topic that is being explained or is being searched for, the search engine carries out a process called ranking. It positions the website amongst the best results because it deems that website the highest and most qualified website with the topic in question. All right? Any questions so far? Is this something that you have heard of, ranking authority indexing relevance, crawling relevant discovery, sorry. Nope. All right. Then I am going to move to the types of. Here, Haley asked us if how
How
can
can
you
you
tell
tell you're indexed?
your, well, how can you tell? Yeah, it's fewer indexes. Well, basically, you're indexed by the very moment the URL of the website is created. It's almost immediate that Google or any other search engine. I'm gonna be focusing for, of course, on Google because it's the most used search engine on the planet. The very moment you are creating a URL, which is like if you imagine a website, the website will be like a tree and the URLs will be the branches of that website. The moment a new URL inside that website or a new branch is created, automatically is indexed by Google. So it's an automatic process that triggers every time the website has any significant or minimum change. Okay?
Does adding sitemap to Google help?
Does adding sitemap to the Google? Yeah, very good question, Yash. And thank you. Yes, because the sitemap is every single structure that a website has. It's the main structure. So with a sitemap, you have all the URLs and all the links between those URLs connected. So the better that sitemap is, the better indexed and crawled that website will be. Imagine this like a sort of building. So if you have a building with signs, stairs, elevators, everything that connects one floor with each other, one building with another, and it leads every single stairway or everything single path leads to a specific place inside the building. That building will be organized, more guidable, and people will be able to navigate it better. Okay. So the better the sitemap of that website is, the better that the website will be crawled and indexed. Okay. Take your website and go cite your website. Oh, yes, John, exactly. If you want to know if your website is already been under indexed, and if you want to go over the sitemap of the website, you can go to that link as well. There are other tools and elements that can help you to understand the website structure, the indexability, and all that stuff. So thank you, John, for your contribution, by the way. That has been of huge help. Now I'm going to move to the types of SEOs. Okay. We have already explained the basics of the concept of SEO, but there are different types of SEO. And for that, of course, different purposes. So any of you guys know which are these types of SEOs or have heard of them? I'm sure that the ones who have already been at EventHawk already have heard of any of these ones. So I'm going to let you answer if you know. Nope.
Okay.
All right. On-site SEO. Well, Yash, that is almost certain. But yes, no. Actually, there are four types of SEOs. And the one that you are referring is the on-page SEO. It can't be called on-site if it is from one site. So there's a big slight difference between site and page, right? The site, obviously, it's yeah, exactly. You said my bad. It's on-page SEO. But okay, yeah, that's a great guess. Thank you for that, of course. The on-page SEO is one of the first one of the first types of SEO. The other one is off-page SEO. The other one is technical SEO, and the last one is local SEO. Four types of SEO. I'm going to explain all of them. Don't worry. Bear with me, and I'm going to be very brief so that we don't extend too much on technicalities and a lot of knowledge that I could be until tomorrow explaining. But the on-page SEO is the optimization and the improvement of the content within the website, right? So when you guys have all explained and mentioned the keywords, Dominic, I remember, I think you were the one who explained, who mentioned this. When we actually do an optimization of the on-page content of the website's general content inside of it, we are actually trying to align it with the keywords in question, the
So
keywords that the
sorry,
search query
so sorry to
contains.
interrupt. Lane is asking if we can type the types in the chat.
Yes, of course. And I'm gonna also share the different types of SEO. I have a little slideshow, bear with me. I'm gonna share the screen if you allow me, Polly, a little bit, so that you guys can have it. Of course, I can share it afterwards, don't worry. But the different types of SEOs, you can have them here, as you have. But as per your request, Lane, I'm gonna put it on the chat. On-page SEO is the first one. Then we have off-page SEO. We have then technical SEO
And the local.
and the local SEO. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna just bear with me a second. And there. Oh, there you can see them, and obviously you can write them down so that you don't forget. But as I've been explaining, so we have these four types of SEOs. The on-page SEO, as I mentioned, was the optimization of the content within the website. And what we do with this is we align the content inside the website with the keywords of the search query, right? So if we are, for example, trying to promote a bounce house business, then bounce house is the keyword our content needs to be aligned with. And that's why we create content within the website that is aligned and corresponds to that very specific topic, bounce houses or rentals, if the rental is what the service that you want to offer. Now, the off-page SEO, on the other hand, it's the optimization of the references and the contents outside our website. Every link, every reference, every path to our website is what we need to guarantee and we need to optimize so that our website becomes more reliable. Of course, it becomes more reachable and therefore better optimized. So we do this through different sources. For example, other websites that have links to our website. Also, it can be the very search engine results are a sort of off-page SEO because we need to align the search engines procedures with the reaching of our website, and also social media platforms. Today, social media plays a significant and almost definite role in the off-page SEO. What type of SEO that blog fall into? The blog, you mean? Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Can you,
Blog. What blog, Tom?
You mean in terms of blogs or blogging, Tom?
Yes.
Oh, blogging and obviously references from blogs to our website are part of the off-page SEO. Yes, so that would be another source. That would be another online source. Sorry, that we need to optimize in order to have an off-page SEO. Got it. Thanks. Thank you, Tom, for the question. And next we have technical SEO. What we do with technical SEO is we optimize the operational aspects of a website. So it is very important for Google or any other search engine to qualify and rank and found relevant and discoverable a website if that website operates properly and provides a good user and mobile friendliness, good user experience and good mobile friendliness. Okay, so the site speed of the website, the loading of the images inside the website, how secure the website is, because nobody wants to crawl or be navigating a website that can lead us to virus or other types of bugs. And also all types of um, operational aspects, such as the mobile friendliness, like I mentioned before, and also how uh, fast the images load is part of the technical SEO. Because the better the experience for the user is, the better it will be deemed for Google to, the better the website will be ranked and deemed as secure and optimized for Google or other search engines. Okay. And last but not least is the local SEO. This procedure is basically done to align the website. We got a new question. If the website is loading slow due to images are too large, how do we fix it? Very good question, Tom. Thank you very much for this. This is done through compression. You need to compress the images in order for them to qualify and to be mobile friendly, first of all, but at the same time, there are certain practices that Google requires. You can go and look for them in the Google's search engine procedures. They're in the Google's page. And when we compress the images to the point they have the measurement, the size that Google defines as more friendly, then the images will load faster. Okay. Do we compressing every single one of them? I mean, the more you compress all of them without the need, the more counterproductive that compressing period will be. I would say that it's better to compress those who exceed the size limit, which, by the way, at this moment has changed, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but I can tell you that when the size of the image is big enough to exceed the size that it's required, then of course there will be a need of compression of the image. How do you know when you need to compress? Well, very good question, Haley. This is first done through the loading of the images, and the loading of the images obviously uh, indicate us that the images are either too big or they have a lot of pixels and they're very dense in terms of media or the file itself. Okay, does that answer the question? I don't know. No. Okay. Uh, how do you know when you need to compress? Well, uh, the the loading of the image itself, it's a very good indicator to know if you have to compress. If the website, if the image, once you see the size of the image exceeds the one that is required and recommended by Google and the search engine practices, then that's when you will have to, well, you will need to compress. My site loads fast on my phone, so I don't see a
Yeah.
delay. How can I tell? So if I don't see a delay, how can I tell? Well, if you don't see a delay, then the images are not the problem, and neither it's the site, because it's a mobile friendly site. If the user finds it user friendly, then obviously there's no need to improve the technical aspects of the website and the site speed. So if one partic no, no problem, Haley. Thank you for the question, Tom. So with one particular image loading too slow, that means that it is too large, correct? Yes, correct. It's a dense and oversized image, so it needs compression. There are other programs and apps that you can compress images, and all of them are very useful for the mobile friendly and technical SEO practices. Thank you. Apparently, technical SEO has been the one of all the SEO types, the one that has
For issues.
yeah, created much interest. What plug?
I think mostly it's because I mean that's what gives most of our customers trouble. That's what can keep a customer
Mhm.
on our website or make them leave. You know, if it's something that it's not loading, it's going to frustrate the customers. What are they going to want to do? They're going to want to just exit out and go on to the next one. So, I do have a quick question. So,
Yeah,
since I
sure.
have my website and everything, I mean, I'm with EventHawk. There are some, I guess some things that on my website I've seen are a little slow to load up on mobile. Is that something that I can just like ask for them to kind of look over, or who would I reach out to so that they can kind of take care of that for me? Because I thought that was maybe just like my internet speed or whatnot, but I mean it's happened on my husband's phone. I've seen it happen on the computer sometimes, so um, I'm assuming that's just kind of the issue there, I guess.
All right. Thank you, Rosali, for the question. Yeah, sorry. Before I answer yours, Haley, I answered your on the chat. There is a very good one called Scoosh for the plugin of compression. There are others as well that you can look for, but Scoosh is one that is very good for this purpose. And regarding your question, Rosali, so yes, one of the purposes of our service is to provide the best service in terms of SEO, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, and the use of the CRM to all of our clients. And when you guys need to optimize a certain specific type of SEO, then we focus on that. There, we are going to be talking about the packages and the services we offer for SEO later on. Don't worry. But I'm just gonna give you a sort of, general knowledge on this and how we improve it. Because when we offer SEO services at EventHawk, of course, all of these are included and considered. So last, I'm gonna be explaining about the SEO, the local SEO, which is basically the simplest one, but is one that sometimes is very undervalued. Why? Because when we actually have a good local SEO, which means we are in the map, in the Google Ads map, everything is optimized. When we are within the local area as the best option, when the search query, the local search query aligns with what we have to offer, then we are gonna get a lot of bookings in our area. And this is very important. The local SEO, basically what it does, it improves the website's location and it aligns that location and the content of that location with the search queries content. Okay? So it is very important and it contributes a lot to local bookings for everybody that, has been asking for how to get more bookings. Okay? And now, if you don't have any other questions about the types of SEOs or not, or you do, let me know. I'm going to proceed with the very basic benefits of SEO, why it is very important to have SEO. Okay? Any questions so far?
One.
You're all good? Lane?
Yeah. What about like
Mhm.
AEO and GEO? Like, do those all fall in the same thing now? Are those addressed separately, or how are people handling that?
Well, basically, that depends on the business itself. Sometimes it's, handled together, separately. The strategy of SEO. SEO is a very interesting topic in this concern. So, uh, you have on one side creativity, but on the other side technicality. So that you need to align both to deliver a good strategy for each case to actually optimize and provide the best SEO that business or website requires. Okay. Uh, so I'm gonna be
Blog?
sorry. Yep.
Do y'all see like a difference with the blogs now with all of this AI stuff, or Is it still, because I've seen a lot of like what they call, I forgot what it's actually called, the zero, like the no clicks, 0 clicks, where it's not actually leading people to the page because of the AI overviews. Is that
Mhm.
affecting our industry a lot?
Well, it's a very good question. AI is going to be affecting not only our industry, it's going to be affecting the SEO process in general. And let me tell you why. Because SEO originally is a process that takes time. And that was I was going to be commenting on in the next chapter and the next unit of this seminar or roundtable. Uh,
Don't worry, it's gonna be just one round table.
yeah, it's gonna be one round table, but in the next chapter, I was going to be explaining this and the on the benefits of SEO. But thank you, Lane, for that question. AI is going to obviously change the game forever. Why is this? Because the optimization of the content is going to be done in speeds or paces so fast and so quick that we're going to be needing to always keep up with this. When SEO originally is a process that takes a lot of time, but there's going to be, a lot of competition, a lot of optimization, and in a better way than any human could ever have done. So we will have to be incorporating AI not only for the optimization itself, but also to consider how the algorithm of SEO is going to change and how will it affect us or benefit us. Okay. So AI is definitely going to play a big role in this. Keep it so for all of you guys, keep it in mind. You're going to be having the possibility, you already have, to optimize the off page, the on page, the technical and the local SEOs through AI and use it to your own benefit. Or have it as an enemy. You choose. But regarding we have, do I need, Tom, yeah, do I need to have a good SEO for every single page, for every single city? For example, water slide bounces, obstacle courses, and tent and table and chair. And the answer to that, Tom, is yes. The more optimized and the better uh,
Structure.
the better, yeah, the better structures. Thank you, Pauline. The better structure and the better the content is for all the different topics and for all the different places you wanna deliver your service, your overall performance in SEO will be better, and your page is gonna be ranked as high as it can ever be. So yes, it is very important to optimize everything. Imagine that slight changes to your website can create a significant impact on the overall SEO. And if you are going to be changing the structure of your website or the content of the website or even the speed of your website, that is going to have an impact on how the website is going to be showcased and exhibit, and therefore reached or found. So thank you for the question, Tom. It is very important to optimize everything. Now, the benefits of SEO are three and very important. Thank you, Tom. The first one is obviously the visibility. This is the most important one. Why is very important to be visible in Google or other search engines? Because it brings organic traffic, right? So by being let me just show you real quick with the slideshow. Uh, Here, the benefits of SEO. By being visible, we are going to be obviously reached by more organic traffic, and we will not be depending on Google Ads to always be appearing in the first page. I don't know if you guys know about this, but 98% of the people don't go past their first page on the search results page when they do any search on Google. So if you're not there in the first page, you're literally a ghost. So it's very important to be there. And for that, it's also very important not to depend only on Google Ads. It's very important to do the SEO. Then the trustworthiness is another very important benefit of the SEO. Why? Because if Google, Bing, Yahoo, whatever, considers you an important and website and rates you high, then the user, or in this case for us, the customer, will consider you a trustworthy and reliable business, so they will be more convinced and incentivized to book your service because they will feel like they are putting the money on the right hands, right? So this is very important as well. And third, there's a financial benefit to this. The more organic traffic you bring to your website, guys, will not only provide not only give you enable you to not depend so much on Google Ads, but also because you're getting more bookings through that organic traffic, you're going to be dropping down your customer acquisition cost. I'm going to give you a very simple mathematic example. Let's say that we have a budget of $10 a day on Google Ads, right? And the cost per click is $1 per click. So what we do is we have 10 clicks. So that means we have 10 people only through Google Ads that can be able to get the booking. Okay. And let's say that out of 10 people that come into the website, only one books. So we have a 1 out of 10 ratio. So, of course, when the 10th person comes in and clicks, you disappear because your budget, your daily budget is over. But let's say we have done SEO and that SEO has cost us something. Yeah, I'm not going to say it was free, but it has cost us like $12, right? But has brought 10 more people to the website. So we have now 20 people coming to the website. That means that with $10, we only had one booking. With 10 people, with 20, we're going to have two bookings. But we didn't spend $20, we spent 12. That's why our customer acquisition cost drops down to 6 instead of 10. You guys understand? This is very important because I cannot stress out how important it is to do SEO. And I cannot stress out how important it is to do it now on the off season because every change that you do takes time to see the impact. So if you do it in the high season, you're going to be seeing it in the off season, right? Do you do the website scan today? We do website scans and we do website audits if that's what
Yeah.
you want to do, Tom. But we also have the possibility to do them individually. You can book in our website the possibility to get your SEO scan, book a meeting so that an expert like me or other team members of EventHawk can do it for you and they can explain each aspect of the SEO scan. I don't want to do it right now because we're going to be taking too much time of this and I want to make it more interactive so that you can guys participate. I have already talked to
Actually,
you.
sorry to
And
interrupt, Cisco. I think
yeah,
we have
of
a
course.
promo right now that we do a scanner website audit for free. If I understand correct,
Yes, you can
we have
book your
the
free. You can. That's what I was doing. So Polly has shared with you the link so that you can go and book your SEO free audit, and we can scan Rosalie's website. Rosalie, I don't know if your
Tom loves
interest.
my website. He loves it.
Well, that means that you are doing great with SEO, and there's not much of a scan to be done and to critic for. But of
but there's
course,
always room to improve.
There's
Always.
exactly took the words right
that's
out
a
of my
good
mouth.
thing.
There's
Thank
always
you.
room to do better.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you for that. So yes, there's always room for improvement. We can do the scans, we can do the audits. You can book them for free here at the EventHawk link that Polly provided. So feel free to go and book your meeting. We can do it, and we can tell you which aspect of SEO we need to improve. Some will maybe need to improve the on-page SEO. Some might need to improve the off-page SEO or the technical one. So it's a very free and variable process. Okay. So, guys, is this something that you have understood? Something that you want to ask about? Something that you want to know? There's anything that I haven't mentioned that you want to know about?
Don't be shy, guys. Rosalie will definitely bring it to Lionel on my meeting with him this Friday. Big things coming, Tom.
Yep. We'll definitely bring it up to Lionel on my meeting with him. Well, don't tell Lionel that I have, bestowed you with a lot of knowledge so that you will have to be
No, I'm
talking.
gonna blame it all on Tom. No, I'm kidding.
All right. All right. Yeah, well, we are getting in the middle of a feud right here, Polly, so I
Yeah.
better not get involved. Or Lane website. All right, Lane, now you want to have your right to fight back and fire back.
Lane, today you're really, really quiet. What happened?
He's
Does
just
Ayapa
from
end with you?
Mayapa.
Yeah, too tired, I think.
Are you still passing from Ayapa, Lane?
Nope, not there.
Oh, not there. All right. Well, guys,
So, question, out of those 10 clicks that we mentioned earlier, how many of those would you guys say are AI?
oh, good question. Well,
Question.
actually, it's organic
Yeah,
traffic. I
because
mean, AI,
I mean, if we're pay for example, if we're paying for click per click, right?
right.
How do we know who's an actual customer versus what's AI?
Well, there are certain security protocols within the website that can filter AI or bots clicking into that website. So one of the aspects of technical SEO is to improve security within the website. So with that, you will be obviously avoiding any AI bot or somebody who wants to, just steal your
Spy
budget
on us. Yeah, like Haley said. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another
or
good thing. Yeah, because I
competition.
mean, I
competition
personally
spy.
know of somebody who does constantly check my website that she's in this area that where I'm at, and she constantly checks it just to kind of, I guess, keep up with me and see like what's on my website. Um, and the only reason that I know is because her friend has told me. So not really her friend, but
More traffic for you.
more
Organic
traffic for me
traffic for
that I have to pay for.
Right. Stalkers are good for the business, right?
Haley is
Oh
confessing right now
no.
that she spies on people.
When she makes a booking, then she will be good for my business, okay?
Oh yeah, that's a very good point, Rosalind. Yes. But yeah, of course, spies are everywhere. The only way for us to guarantee that we avoid AI spies or bots is to improve the website security, and we follow certain, protocols to make them as more organic and human as they can possibly be.
Thank you,
Right.
Cisco. Does anyone has any more questions? I think it's a good thing,
Thank
so
you,
you know that
Polly.
you are not too expensive or too cheap. To have
I
spies? Or what do you mean?
I think, sorry, let me just read what Tom said. I think it's a good thing, so you know that you are not too expensive or too cheap.
He's
Well,
saying it's a
yes.
good thing to spy on people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, in a sense, yes, but I remember when Tariq had us doing the booking challenge about a year
Mhm.
ago, he did have us do like the what was it called? Comparison with other companies to make sure that we're not too cheap or too expensive. But he did tell us do not click it directly from the Google thing because they're gonna charge them. So, I mean, if you're gonna spy, at least don't make them pay for your spying.
Yep,
Yeah, good advice.
exactly. Good advice. Very good advice. Thank you, Rosalie.
Any
Well,
more
guys,
questions, guys?
yeah, feel free to ask whatever you want to ask.
This one is free, guys.
If you want to share experiences that you may have with SEO or what has brought in terms of benefits to your website, if you have already been acquiring SEO services from us or not, then feel free to share. That may be a good piece of insight for others here. I didn't know sorry, Haley, I didn't know that affects them. Oh my, OMG, thank you. Yes, it does. How long until you think SEO starts working? We are fairly new. Thank you very much, S. Oh, that's a random, mysterious name.
I
Thank
think
you
it works
for
almost right away, does it not? As soon as like
No,
you,
actually,
2 to 3
SEO, it
months.
takes a lot of
oh,
time. It takes it, I mean, there isn't a specific exact amount of time, but we can be speaking about days, weeks, months, or even years, depending on the competition of the search query, depending on the content of the search query, the amount of searches that search query has, and obviously, the type of content we are trying
Tom
to
says,
promote.
if you need good SEO, do you need to have Google Ads running? I think at first you do, but if I'm not wrong, then if the SEO works properly, you can get rid of the Google Ads because the SEO is doing all the work.
Exactly. Just like Polly said, I mean, you need to have both. So SEO is not an like a sort of photograph kind of process. It's an ongoing, endless process because the moment you are achieved your goals in SEO, those goals can go away in just a matter of weeks or days. So you need to always be
on top
actively
of it and
updated
updating
and
it.
on top. Exactly. And
Mhm.
updated, thank you, Sally. Updated and on top of things so that you are always keeping the good SEO practices always in your website. And any changes in your website, whether are updates or changes in the content, affect your SEO. Or even not doing any updates can also affect your SEO as well, because Google or any other search engine will deem it as you're not doing
Not
anything.
relevant.
Yeah, you're not relevant because you're not doing anything new on your website. So it is a very complex process. I'm not gonna lie. It takes time, and not only it takes time to see the results, but also it takes a lot of time spent so that you keep on maintaining those results. S, we are in Los Angeles and it's tough out here. Yes, I'm afraid to tell you, S, that Los Angeles, just like Florida, Texas, Arizona, and Georgia are,
Georgia.
yeah, Georgia, yes, hottest areas in United States. I'm afraid to tell you guys that, yeah, it has a lot of competition and the SEO is fundamental in that area. How do you improve trust and content? Very good question, Tom. So, trust and content. The content, by aligning it, like we said, remember that we need to be focusing on three aspects on SEO: relevance, discovery, and authority. So, if you want to build trust, you need to have relevance and authority, of course, but also you need to have discovery for the content. So, if you want to improve the content, you need to align the content of the website with the keywords you want to be matching with in the search query. So, for example, if you want to match your service for water slides, for example, then water slides is your keyword and your content needs to refer to water slides and query for water slide rentals. And to build trust, well, there is an element that is fundamental to building trust and authority on a website, which is the backlinks. So the backlinks are any path or link to your website from outer sources, like I mentioned before, other websites, the search engines themselves, and blogs, like it was mentioned here as well, and also the social media platforms. So to build those backlinks, you need to build as many as you can get and in the best quality as ever, because it doesn't matter how many, it won't be effective enough if you have a lot of backlinks or links to your website, but they're not from relevant sources. You need to build them in quantity and also in quality.
Okay,
Uh,
first, Haley
yes,
is
Kelly.
asking, the content is that the product description or what on the website?
Yes. So basically, uh, there are different structuring of the content of a website. So you have the heading, the tags, and then the content itself. The headings is very important to be aligned with the website. Sorry for the with the search engine uh, search query. So, for example, If I'm going to be aligning my content with water slide rentals, then my heading should have water slide rentals in the text. Okay.
In there, yeah. Also,
Yes.
adding any
Uh,
companies I've worked with you on our page can help with building trust. Yes,
also
says
add,
volunteers are doing this week. Learn a lot in Ayapa.
yes, exactly. Rosalie, what you said, any other companies you work with on your page can help building trust. Yes, that's what we mentioned about the backlinks. If
And
other,
not just companies.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just kind of put this out there because sometimes people don't really think about them as companies. But if you've done any like HOA, festivals, or if there's been like a church that has hired you in the past for any event, get their logo. Ask for their permission if you want to, but I mean, I personally did not. I kind of just, threw them on there. But
So,
you know, if they rented with you, then yeah. And I mean, you could also, if you wanted to do it this way, you could also kind of put it in your contract where it says like if you are doing it with a company or an organization, you can always throw it in the contract that they are giving you permission to use their logo on your website. Let's be
mhm.
real. Half the time they don't really read it. And more than likely, they don't really care. So that's another way if you wanted to really, really kind of like take care of yourself, you could always do it that way. But yeah, definitely add any HOAs, any churches, any grand openings for any companies that you've done, and make a little section that says trusted by and just have the logos scrolling by. And that gives customers a sense of not only trust, but it gives them a comfort that you've been trusted by all of these people, the bigger companies. So it definitely helps for sure.
Perfect.
Thank you very much, Rosalie.
Josh
And
says, how can you
yes,
create backlinks?
yeah. So Rosalie just, it also helps me to answer Yash question. So let's say I'm going to be very exaggerated. Let's say that I did a rental for Apple, whatever. Of course, I would want to use Apple as a reference in my website, and I want to tag them, and I want to build a link to the event with them. So that will bring me a lot of relevance. But to answer your question, Yash, you don't need to get links from the best of the best websites because that would be very difficult at first. You can start with, for example, local journalists, local newspapers, local events, local important events, like, for example, government events or stuff like that. And when you get, references and comments on social media or whatever source that can reach your website, then you will create more backlinks, and that will improve your authority and obviously relevance in your
Okay.
content.
It says, can I add my own landing pages if I'm working for EventHawk? I want more than a 2 month. Okay, who says? You can,
Exactly.
but you'll want to make sure it's done right. You're right.
That's why I just trust them to do it because I don't know if I would do it right. So
It rely on um, our this.
we're
I think
losing
you're
you,
cutting off.
Cisco. We're losing you. Where you
Yeah,
go?
you're cutting off, Cisco.
Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you, but you were cutting
Okay.
off.
Yeah, I just broke up for a minute. But what you say, Rosali, thank you.
Haley says that you need to compress.
Yeah, exactly, Haley. My MacBook needs to decompress actually because I've been, putting this Mac.
Oh, there you go
And
again.
he's gone again.
Gone.
Um,
Maybe if we say his name 3 times, he'll come back.
Beetlejuice. Oh,
Cisco,
sorry,
Cisco,
Cisco's.
Cisco, Cisco, Cisco.
He'll just
Yep, I'm back. I'm back. The genie's back. Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Welcome back. Thank you, guys.
I was
Sorry, I
just
was.
saying, that, you can obviously you can always do whatever to your website, but you don't know if it's going to work in your favor, if you don't know if you're going to do it right. You want to make sure that everything works with each other. You know, so me personally, I just trust Event Hawk to take care of it because I cannot trust in myself that I would do it correctly. So, yeah.
Thank you, Rosali. And yes, it's very important to trust an expert on SEO where they know what they're doing, and obviously they try to establish the best strategies for the purpose intended. And this is not math science, it's about strategy, creativity, and it takes time. So it is
Sorry,
very important
Cisco.
to have
Sorry,
somebody
sorry,
to.
sorry.
Yeah,
Tom is asking, so
yeah.
backlinks is when people listing your website on their website that what creating backlink?
Sorry, I need to read the question back. So
Sure.
backlink is when people listing your website on their website. That what creating back. Yes, so the backlinks, like I mentioned, are any links from other sources, Tom, to your website. Uh, so when you get listed by other people, so when you get referenced by other websites or other social media pages or users,
But
or
am
even the
I
search engine,
wrong? Or it
you're
can
creating
also
backlinks.
be from another landing page of your own. It can be also.
Yeah, when you create a landing page, what you are actually is creating a sort of path to a certain specific part of your website that is refers to one specific topic. Okay, so
Rosalie, somebody wants it's wanting to use you as a backlink. It's Tom.
Okay, backlink for backlink, Tom. I got you. I got you. All right. We can listen, we can do it. We piggyback on each other. I got you.
That's partnership, guys.
But you're gonna have to like work with that delivery fee because you're gonna get some Georgia people.
Okay, I think Cisco is gone again. Oh, no, he's back
no,
again.
no, I'm here. I'm back. I'm back. I mean, I don't know what's happening. It seems like I'm a sort of back and forth ghost. But if you guys want to create backlinks from one website to the other, that could help. Of course, creating the backlink itself is not necessarily, like I said, a measurement of quality, let alone something that will improve your authority and relevance. And for that, the off-page SEO. So don't abuse the backlinks. Just make sure you create a lot of backlinks. It's very important, but make sure that you always keep track of the quality of the backlinks. And for that, when you, Yash, ask how can you get your first backlinks, it is very important to get local backlinks and from relevant authorities within the local community.
Don't mugshot. Just your company. Don't do mugshot, guys.
Yep.
Okay, perfect,
So
guys. Before we wrap up, does anyone has any more questions? Any more
I was going to
comments?
ask. Mhm.
Suggestions? What about a shout out to Cisco that did great today? It was his first roundtable. So
Thank you very much. It was a
shout
pleasure.
out to
Thank
Cisco.
you for joining and for listening, and for the questions and for participating. Thank you, Polly, for hosting this and giving me the opportunity to participate. Thank you, Tom. You've been great. Thank you, Haley. And you have another question. How can I have someone looked at my website and tell me it's horrid, SEO wise? Thank you. Well,
I'm
don't.
sending you the link so you
Uh-huh.
can get an
Thank you,
appointment with
Vanessa.
us, a meeting.
Yep.
A meeting, and then we can do the free scan we have right now.
Yep. And don't put be so hard on yourself, Haley. Sometimes your website can be better than you think of. You can have your
Tom can help
SEO.
you with that. He loves he's Tom is
Judging.
like the American Idol judge of website.
Let's hope he's not Simon Cowell though.
That's the
Oh no,
one
he's
she's
Simon.
referring to.
He's Simon. Yeah, that's exactly who I'm referring
He's Simon. Oh,
to.
well, I mean, that would be, either good or bad depending on how the result is and judging. But thank you all, really. Thank you, Haley. The
Thank you,
free scan
Rosalie.
is
Thank you,
available.
everyone.
Thank you, Polly. You've been great. Thank you for hosting. And
Thank
thank
you,
you for
Cicero.
all for joining in and participating.
Okay,
Thanks,
guys, see
guys.
you
Happy
next week.
Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
You too. See you next
Bye-bye.
week.
See you next week.